Okay, so for those of you that haven't done one of my yoga HIIT classes, welcome to my garden. And also take it easy. So we'll do a bit of a warm up, then we'll get into the HIIT section, and then we'll have a warm down at the end. But same goes as for all my classes. If you need to rest, rest. And also I'm going to give you different levels of exercise to do as well. So pick one that suits your practice best. Right, okay, we're going to start with fascia circles. So starting with one leg, starting to really circle through the ankle. We're going to do them a bit quicker this morning, so just 3 circles one way and then 3 circles the other way. Really getting into the edge of the movement. Then into the knee, 3 circles, and then 3 the other way. And then 3 circles into the hip, and then 3 circles the other way. And then we're going to move to the other leg. So starting with the ankle, 3 circles one way, and then 3 circles the other way. Then into the knee, 3 circles, and then the other way. Then into the hip. And again, if you're feeling wobbly this morning, feel free to hold on to something, and then 3 the other way. Then bringing feet wider than hip width, we're going to circle into the hips, and then take it the other way. And then into the wrist, and then take it the other way. Then moving into the wrists, 3 one way, 3 the other way. And then into the elbows, and the other way. Into the shoulders, and if your shoulders are tight, then you can do back straight. And then the other way. And again, if your shoulders are tight, then front corner is absolutely fine. Then let's just circle through the shoulders this morning as well, just really getting them up close to the ears. And then taking them the other way, really squeezing the shoulders behind you and then bringing them forward. Then rolling through the neck, so starting by taking one ear to the shoulder, roll around the front, up to centre, and then take it in the other direction. Good. Ear over to shoulder, roll it around the front, up to centre, back the other way, and then one more in each direction. Good. Then just a few breaths to warm us up. So starting with an expansive breath. So hands out in front of us, slight bend in the knees, so a bit of a horse stance. And then inhale, really open the chest and inhale into the lungs. Exhale, bring the hands back together. Inhale, really expand those lungs. Exhale, bring it back together. Inhale, really expand. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. In. Out. Then we're going to do some breath where it's quite a quick breath, but it's great for moving emotions around the body. So we're going to inhale the arms up, and then as we exhale, we're going to snap them back down. So it looks a bit like this. Keep going. Excellent, and then just let the breath come back to normal. Okay, just a little bit of a movement now, so come to the tops of your mats. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back with the left leg, step back with the right leg. Bring the knees to the floor, bring the chest and the chin to the floor. Wiggle yourself forward into cobra pose. Come back down, tuck the toes, take the hips back towards the heels, stretch in child for a second, and then bring the hips up into downward facing dog. Have a bit of a wiggle and a jiggle here. Padding through the feet maybe stretching the chest towards the thighs, maybe taking the sit bones up towards the ceiling and letting the head hang. Then inhale the left leg up behind you, bring it forwards and place it in between the hands. Then step forward with the other leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees and inhale all the way to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long back, long neck. Exhale, fold. Step back with the right leg, step back with the left leg. Bring the knees to the floor, bring the chest and the chin to the floor. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, come back down, tuck the toes, take the hips back towards the heels, stretch in child's pose. Then take the hips up towards the ceiling into downward facing dog. Again, a little bit of a wiggle and a jiggle as you take a couple of breaths here. Inhale the right leg up behind you. Bring it forward and place it between the right hand. And then step forward with the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees and inhale all the way to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long back, long neck. Exhale, fold. Step back with the left leg, step back with the right leg. This time it's up to you. Either do knees, chest, chin, or take the weight forward over the wrists and come down to chaturanga, keeping the elbows in. And then come forward. If you did knees, chest, chin, do cobra. If you did chaturanga, do up dog. Engage in your legs so that the knees pop up off the floor. Put the knees back down, come back down to the floor. Take the hips back towards the heels in child's pose. Then come up, tuck the toes into your downward facing dog. Let the left leg up behind you. Bring it forwards and then step the other leg forwards. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long back. Exhale, fold. Step back with the right leg, step back with the left leg. Either bring the knees, the chest and the chin to the floor, or take the weight forward and come down to chaturanga, keeping the elbows in. Then either cobra or upward facing dog. Nice big inhale here. Really stretch the chest forward. And then exhale, come down to the mat, tuck the toes, take the hips back towards the heels. Stretch in child's pose. Take the hips up towards the ceiling, coming into downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Then float the right leg up behind you, looking forwards, bring it to the front of the mat, followed by the other leg. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. This time, up to you. Either step back or jump back to plank. And then again, up to you. Either knees, chest, chin, or come down through chaturanga, and then into cobra or up dog. This time, no child's pose. We're going to take the hips straight up and coming into downward facing dog. Look forwards, either step, jump, hop, wiggle, dance the feet forwards. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back to plank. Then take your choice, either knees, chest, chin, or come down through chaturanga, and then into cobra or up dog. Nice big inhale, stretch the chest forward. Exhale, take the hips up, come into downward facing dog. Then look forwards, step, jump, hop forwards, landing lightly. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, arms all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Excellent. Everybody warmed up? Give me a thumbs up. Yes. Okay, time for HIIT. So for those of you that haven't done HIIT before, we do 4 different exercises. Each exercise, we do 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So I've got a little timer that will beep to tell us when it's time to exercise and time to stop. And the whole idea is that it gets your heart rate up without you having enough time to completely recover. So the first exercise we're going to do is a standard yoga burpee. So the way that that looks, and have a rest for the moment, I'm just going to show you. So what we do is we take the hips back, bend the knees and bring the hands to the floor. So what we want is our hips and our knees to be back. We don't want to be in this situation because it puts pressure on our ankles and our knees. So definitely hips back. From there, we hop it back, we hop it forwards, and then we come up and exhale as we come up. So it's quite a controlled movement. We're not going really, really, really fast. We're going down, hop, hop, pop. And we do our arms as well. And exhale as we do our arms. And the whole idea of this is that we're keeping our joints safe, but also because we're doing the arms and we're pulling it in, we've got a certain level of contraction within the muscles. So again, we're toning as we move as well. So is everybody ready? Yes. So, one more thing I forgot to mention is the bigger the hop you do back, the more difficult it is. So if you want to take it quite gently for your first class, then just do a little hop and a little hop. It doesn't need to be a massive, massive hop. If you've been coming for a while, you can hop all the way to the back of your mat and hop all the way forwards and then come up. But that obviously takes more effort. So do the hop at a distance that makes sense for you. Okay, let's start. Round 1. So, hands down. Hop, hop, hop. Good. Back down. Hop, hop. Back down. Hop, hop. Back down. Hop, hop. And rest. That's round 1 done. So we just get 10 seconds rest. You can do whatever you like in your rest. And then we start again. Ready? Let's go. Hop, 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 hop. And then that's round 2 done. Rest. So one thing to think about as well when you're hopping is if your feet are hips width distant, makes it a bit easier in terms of balance. Let's go. Hop, 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 and rest. 3 rounds done, well done. Whew. Nice big breath in the rest. Let's go, round 4. Hop, 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 hop. Keep going, well done. And then that's round 4 done. Rest. Whew. It's amazing how quickly you can get your heart rate up. Okay, let's go. Hop, 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 hop. Keep moving. Make sure those hips are going backwards. Hop, hop. And rest. Okay, let's go again. Hop, 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 hop. Hop, hop, and rest. Good job, guys, well done. We've got 2 more rounds to go, you're nearly there. Well, for this exercise anyway, let's go. Hop, hop. Keep going. Hop, hop. 1 more. Hop, hop. And rest. Okay, last round is challenge round. So when you do your hop, either come onto the toes or do a little jump. It's up to you. Let's go, last round. Hop, 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 hop. Halfway, keep going. Well done. Whew. Yay, finished. Well done. Have a little rest. Get your breath back. Have some water. Well done. Okay, so exercise 2. I'm going to give you 3 different levels, depending on how high you want to take it. So they're all based on Warrior 1. So as we know, with Warrior 1, we keep our knee above our ankle and we have a nice long back leg. Arms in traditional Warrior 1 can be here, but with this exercise for balance, you can have your hands here, on your hips, or in reverse prayer. It's up to you. Level 1 exercise is dips. So we want to try and keep this leg as still as possible and bend into the back knee down towards the floor and back up. So we dip it, we stretch it, we dip it, we stretch it. So all the movements coming from the back leg. That's option 1. Option 2 is kicks. So we start in Warrior 1, arms up, and then we either bring the knee or we kick. It's up to you. But we do it reasonably slowly so that we can be controlled. So from Warrior 1, or from Warrior 1, that's level 2. Level 3, we start on our knees, and I know some of you love this one. We go from our knees, and we do a jump. We go from our knees, and we do a jump. So you're always exhaling on the exertion, and you can do a mix up if you want to do a mix up, but level 1 just dips, all the movement coming from the back leg. Level 2 kicks, so you go from warrior 1, kick, or you go from warrior 1 to a knee lift. And then level 3, from down to jumping, down to jumping. We're going to do 4 on the right leg and then 4 on the left leg. Ready? Excellent. Right, let's go. So whichever version you want, really think about pulling the inner thigh towards one another to keep balance. And also find a point of focus. Good. Rest. That's round 1 done. So round 2, we're going to do the same leg, whichever level of exercise you want. So start. Keeping a level of tension in the muscles as you move the arms. We're not just flinging them around, we're moving with purpose. And rest. Okay, so we've got 2 more rounds on this leg. So if you want to level up at this point. And obviously do the exercises as fast or as slow as you want, but always make sure you're doing them with control. And rest. 1 more on this leg. You're doing really well. Well done. Keep breathing. Okay, round 4 on this leg. Make sure you exhale on the exertion. Excellent, nearly there. And rest, well done. You're doing brilliant, guys, well done. We're going to move on to the other leg now. So, 4 on the other leg. Had a little honeybee come to say hello. Remember, take whichever level suits your practice, and you can switch it up if you want. Excellent. Rest. Okay, got 3 more rounds. You've totally got this. Let's go. Oh, more wobbly on this side. Nearly there, keep going. 1 more. And rest. Okay, so the last 2 rounds. So if you want to level up, level up. If you're dying and you want to rest, rest. Okay, let's go. Nearly there. Whew. Don't know about you, but my thighs are burning. Right, last round. Get ready. Let's go. Doing brilliant, you guys. Keep going. Last few seconds. Oh, well done. Rest. Okay. Have a drink of water. Get your breath back. Well done. Okay, that's 2 exercises done. Well done. The next exercise is side plank on our mats. It's actually side plank crunches. And again, I've got 3 levels for you. So, level 1, we're on our hand and our hip. We stretch the arm and the leg, we crunch elbow to knee, and then we stretch out again. Depending on the length of your torso to your arm, you might feel more comfortable on your elbow, but reach out, crunch, reach out, crunch. So it's the same exercise for everybody, but just 3 different levels of effort. So level 1 on your hip. Level 2, we come up onto our knee. So we want our knee on the mat, probably more comfortable with a long arm here, but equally if you have pressure in your wrists and you want to come onto your forearm, you can do it on either because you can still have the hip lifted. So from this exercise, we stretch out, crunch, stretch out, crunch. And then the final effort is on our foot. So if you want to go level 3, you start stretched, crunch, stretched, crunch. So your hip and your knee is off the floor as you're doing that. Crunch, crunch. Again, you can do it on forearm or on hand, whichever makes sense to you. I'm going to do 4 on one side, then we're going to switch to the other side, do 4 on the other side. So, let's get ready. I'm going to start on my knee. So I'm going to go knee and hand to start with, level 2. But do what works for you. And let's go. So stretch, crunch, stretch, crunch. So inhale on the stretch, exhale on the crunch. Inhale, stretch, exhale, crunch. We always breathe out through the mouth when we're doing HIIT. So inhale, stretch, and then rest. That's first round done. Well done. Whew. Okay, get ready for round 2. Let's go. So stretch, crunch. Stretch, crunch. Stretch, crunch. Keep going. Nearly there with round 2. Well done. And rest. The other thing to think about here is obviously if you're touching your toe down in between each crunch, next round, let's go, then it's less effort. If you keep the leg lifted, obviously that's more effort. So make it your own practice, whichever way you want to go. Excellent, well done. Just giving you kisses in the middle to make sure that you're still with me. Let's go. Crunch, stretch, crunch. Good work. Equally moving as fast or as slow as suits you. And then let's switch to the other side. So 4 rounds on this side, let's go. Stretch, crunch. Good work, guys. Stretch, crunch. Stretch, exhale. Excellent. Keep going and rest. 3 more rounds to go. You've totally got this. Whew. Get ready. Let's go. Stretch, stretch. Excellent stuff. Keep moving, keep breathing. Touch the foot down in between if you need to. If you want more, keep the leg lifted. And rest. Nearly there, we've got 2 more rounds. Be pleased to know the last exercise is laying down. Let's go. stuff, guys. Keep going. Really stretch, crunch. Brilliant. Keep going. And rest. Oh, we've only got 20 seconds left on this one. Just 20 seconds. It's temporary. You've totally got this. Nice big inhale. Get ready. Last 20 seconds. Inhale. Really get a loud exhale going on. Good stuff, guys. One more. And rest. Well done. Have another drink of water. Okay. So, last exercise. I'll talk you through it. Again, we have 3 options depending on what level you want to do. And if you want to mix them up, mix them up. These ones are all focused on the belly. So the first one, the whole of the bottom half of your body is completely relaxed. Feet can fall open. Really get your lower back comfortable on the mat. Hands either side of your head, or you can have them on your shoulders, or you can cross them across your chest, whichever is most comfortable for you. I prefer them here. And all we're going to do is lift with our chest. So we keep everything else nice and long. So we're not crunching like this because that puts extra pressure on the neck. We're literally keeping the neck nice and long. We're just supporting the head in our fingers, and all the movements coming from here. So really lift up with the chest, lift up with the chest. With the breath, we inhale here, exhale as we come up. Inhale, exhale as you come up. So that's level 1. Level 2, our top half is completely relaxed, but we're pulling our belly in. We start with our legs up here, point our toes, make the legs engage so that they're lighter, and then we crisscross the legs. Down as far as you can. It doesn't matter where your legs go to. It could just be 3 little crisscrosses to here and back. But what you want to focus on is this bit here. If you find that your back is doing this, then you've gone too far. You always want your back to be in contact with the ground as we're doing these crisscross. So only go as far as your back allows. Level 3 is jackknife. So we have one leg down, one leg up. We curl the body up with the Charlie's Angel gun. Take a nice big inhale, and then we switch to the other side. Nice big inhale, switch to the other side. There's a lot going on with jackknife. You've got to have your legs engaged, you've got to have your arms engaged, and the movement comes from the middle part of your belly. So, entirely up to you. Level 1, belly bonfire. Level 2, crisscross legs. Level 3, jackknife. Or mix them up. We've got 8 of these to do, so plenty of opportunity to mix them up if you want to. So let's get ready. I'm going to start with level 1 and gradually move through. So feel free to join or do your own thing. Let's go. Belly bonfire, lifting from the chest. Exhale on the up. Bottom half of the body is completely relaxed on this one. And that's round 1 done. Relax. Feel free to do whatever you want in the rest time, whether you want to stretch or whether you want to hug the knees into the belly, whatever feels best. Round 2. Keep the neck on. And that's round 2 done. Relax. Round 3. Let's go. Excellent, and rest. And prepare round 4, let's go. Keep moving, keep breathing, and rest. Okay, round 5, I'm going to switch to crisscross legs. But obviously do what you want, it's your practice. Let's go. Really, if you're doing crisscross legs, keep the lower back on the floor. Keep that lower core really engaged. So we're not just squeezing the tummy muscles, we're also squeezing all of the muscles around the waist, around the sides, around the back. You really want to keep that core safe and rest. Okay, round 6. Keep moving and keep breathing. Really keep that core working. Keep it pulled in. If you feel you're losing it, then reset and rest. Okay, last 2 rounds, I'm going to jackknife. Okay, let's go. I did the wrong way. I'm glad I didn't do this for 8 rounds. Keep moving and rest. Well done. Okay, last 20 seconds. And this is the last 20 seconds hit of the whole class. Let's go. Keep that belly pulled in. Keep the breath moving. Keep the legs moving. Nearly there. Come on, maximum effort. You're nearly done. 1 more. Oh, and rest. Well done. Have some water if you need to. Move the body wherever it needs to go. So if you need to stretch, then stretch. Really arching that back off the floor. If you want to hug the knees in, hug the knees in. Maybe circle the knees if you want to give your hips and your lower back a bit of a massage. If you're doing that, then take them the other way. And then we're going to come into our warm down. So we start by taking the feet as wide as your yoga mat. Arms down by the sides. And we're just going to windscreen wiper the knees. So one comes into the middle, then the other comes into the middle. Moving as fast or as slow as your body wants to. Well done, guys. That was awesome work. Just keep moving those legs from one side to the other. Maybe stretching out when you come to the edge of the movement, really moving the knee away from you so you get stretched down the side of the hip. And then once you're done with that, we're going to take our legs up and just rest a few moments in legs up the wall. So if you're near a wall or a cupboard, then feel free to put these legs physically against the wall. Equally, if you feel like your hips need a stretch, then you can come into straddle whilst you're in this position as well. Whatever suits your body best. Nice big breath here. And taking your arms straight out from your shoulders, so you're like a letter T. Hug the knees into the chest and then drop them over to one side and look out over the opposite shoulder. Taking some nice deep breaths here. As you inhale, let the breath reach any tight spots you've got left in the body. And as you exhale, let everything melt into the floor. Brilliant, well done guys. Bring your head back to center, take a nice big inhale, and on the exhale, roll your hips back onto the mat. Maybe straighten yourself up if you feel like you're a bit out of line. Hug the knees back in, and then drop them over to the other side. Then look out over the opposite shoulder. Really breathing deeply into the body. Feel the stretch along the spine. And as you exhale, relax everything onto the ground. Another couple of breaths here. And then bringing the head back to center. Take a nice big inhale, and on the exhale, pull the core in and roll the hips back onto the mat. Stretch the legs out long and let the feet fall open. Bring the arms down by your sides into Savasana. Any pain in the lower back, then bring your feet to the mat and let the knees roll in. Or bring your feet together and let the knees fall out into butterfly legs, whatever feels most comfortable for you. In whichever position, make sure that your lower back is really comfortable and that your shoulders are tucked underneath the body. Head and neck completely relaxed and long on the mat. And just enjoy feeling the weight of your body as it relaxes on the ground after all that hard work you just put it through. Letting the legs be completely relaxed. Taking the awareness through the body, just check in with how it feels. Your right toes, your right foot, top of the foot, bottom of the foot, the heel, the ankle, the shin bone, the calf, the kneecap, back of the knee, the thigh, back of the leg, right hip, right glute. Then check in with the left leg, the left foot, left toes, top of the foot, sole of the foot, heel, ankle, shin, calf, kneecap, back of the knee, left thigh, back of the leg, left hip, left glute. Then bringing your awareness up through your body, the lower belly, the lower back, the navel, the upper belly, the mid back, the diaphragm, chest, right collarbone, left collarbone, upper back, right shoulder, left shoulder. Then check in with the right arm, the right hand, the right fingers, back of the hand, the palm, the wrist, the forearm, the elbow, the upper arm, the right shoulder. Then checking in with the left hand, the left fingers, back of the hand, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder. Then relax the neck. Notice the space between the back of the neck and your mat. Then feel the back of the head completely supported by the ground. And then completely relax all the muscles of the face. The forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right temple, left temple, right eye and eyelid, left eye and eyelid. The nose, right cheek, right nostril, left cheek, left nostril. The upper lip, the lower lip, both of the lips pressing together. The jawbone, the teeth, the tongue floating in your mouth. Your whole body completely relaxed on your mat. Gently bring your awareness back to your body. Maybe wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Maybe circle the wrists and circle the ankles. Move your body wherever it wants to go. If you want to stretch, stretch. If you want to hug your knees in, hug your knees in. And then when you've done whatever movement your body is craving, roll over onto your side and come up to seated. And we're going to finish with 3 breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you'd like to do lion's breath, then do lion's breath. So lion's breath is just where you really reach the chest forward, and as you exhale, you stick your tongue out as far as it will go. So 3 breaths together, a nice big inhale. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.